it's Sammy from Scrapmaster's Paradise, and today I just want to talk about something that sparked some thoughts for me. So I have really been liking listening to podcasts recently, and I didn't think it would hit on scrapbooking at all, but I actually ended up listening to one by the Minimalists. Let's see. It is episode 123 and it's called Hobbies. And so there was one particular part of this podcast. It is like a 2-hour long podcast, and I listened to it on like 1.5 times speed so that I can get through them pretty quickly. But anyway, there was this one part where somebody had called in and had asked about their hobby, which was textiles. And she said she had an entire room of supplies and thousands of tools and all this stuff. And she kind of asked the question of how much is too much and kind of where to go from there. And when she's asking the question, I'm thinking, hey, I've got a whole room of scrapbooking stuff. And one of their answers really struck me. Their answer to the question was take everything away, even physically. Just pack up everything that you have and take things out as you need them. So you really pare down, figure out what you actually need to use. And in that case, it was textiles and sewing and things. In our case, it would be scrapbooking supplies. You take everything out and you only bring back what's necessary. And they were talking about how, you know, the fewer things that you have to work with, the more creative you have to be. And this really struck me because I haven't been buying a whole lot, and I've gone through these phases of having so much stuff and being kind of overwhelmed by the stuff. I'm slowly getting back into the scrapbooking part of it, but I still have a ton of stuff. Based on what I got from the podcast, I'm not going to buy anything. I'm going to really try to use what I have for 6 months. So this is the rest of the year. You guys will see this the beginning of July. I'm trying to record a couple of these early for you guys so that I have videos for you every week. And if I don't record them early, they don't go up. So I wanted to have this go July through the end of the year. So July, August, September, October, November, December, 6 months of zero buying for scrapbooking. But I wanted to put this out to you guys too as a challenge and see if you guys wanted to join me on this. For a lot of us, the scrapbooking is part shopping and collecting and then also part scrapbooking. And I really feed into that. I want to have the latest and greatest. If I see something that I really like, I want it in every single color that it comes in. So if I get a tube of stickles, I want every color of stickles, that kind of thing. It's really been something I've come to over time is, you know, having the room packed full of stuff to paring it down when moving, paring it down again when we moved out of the rental house into this house. And I'm left with not a whole lot of stuff, but I still have plenty to scrapbook with. Some of it is just kind of instinctual. I wanted to get rid of things so I don't have to pack them up and move them again. But some of it is also very intentional. Like I got all white scrapbook furniture because I'm going for a very clean aesthetic. And I think that helps me. I want this space to be really inspiring. And so all the white furniture really helps with that. Not having tons of stuff everywhere in every nook and cranny, all on the wall. I have the slat board wall, and just seeing all the stuff can be really overwhelming. And so I'm being much more mindful of what I have in my room, out in the open especially. One of my personal weaknesses is alphabets. I love, especially like thickers, the dimensional alphabets or the mini alphas. I love those, but I have found the way I've been doing Project Life, I've really streamlined my titles and stuff. And so I'm not using all those alphas that I have bought. I just find that I don't use them a whole lot. And when I'm traditionally scrapbooking, if I pull out an alpha set, like 9 times out of 10, I don't have every single letter I need for the title. So it's become an exercise in frustration to look through the alphas, try to find a title that will work, you know, with the colors and theme I'm going with, but also have all the letters I want. And so I'm gonna really try to start just making them either with my Big Shot and some die sets that I have, or cutting them on my Cameo. That's something, you know, you just need paper and the tools that I already have versus continuing to buy these $5 packs of letters and continually being frustrated when I use them one time and then I'm not able to use them again. That's just been a struggle that I've had over time. I've learned, you know, I probably should just make them myself. So that's something I'm gonna really work on. I'm gonna work on not buying alphabet sets unless I really, truly love that alphabet set versus, ooh, it's pretty and I want to buy one of every color. Getting back into scrapbooking, I realized very quickly, you know, the scrapbooking supplies go out of style and get sold out so quickly. So I'm not able to link to hardly anything that I currently have aside from like the bigger tools that I have, the packs of stickers and die cuts and stuff, they just go in and out of style so quickly. And it's like from one fall die cut set to the next year's fall die cut set from the same brand. It's basically the same. It'll be a little bit different. They'll change the color combos a little bit, change the style of the leaves or whatever a little bit, but they're basically the same pack. And I've realized that I already have a fall pack of die cuts that's gonna last me like the next 5 or 6 falls. I don't need to buy a new set of fall die cuts every year. I definitely could if I wanted to, but I'm kind of drawing that line for myself so that I can concentrate more on the making stuff versus on the stuff part of it. And believe me, I love the scrapbook buying. I love the scrapbook enabling. And I've done more than my share of both of those things, but I think I'm gonna really work on concentrating on sharing the how-tos and the tutorials and that type of thing for you guys and be less product focused. And I feel like I can inspire more when I'm concentrating on the how-tos of it versus, ooh, look at these pretty new things. That podcast just really struck a chord, and it's like unintentionally I've been kind of doing that. I've been kind of thinking, what do I really need? And I just unpacked this room a couple of months back. I'm not packing it all back up, but I am surely going to be very mindful of what things I bring in. And I'm also going to, in this 6 months of no buying, I'm going to really try to use up what I have. I'm going to try to finish up my 2017 album and work on getting my 2018 album. So anyway, I hope you guys liked this video. It was a little bit different for me and for this channel, but I wanted to share that with you because it was so inspiring for me to think about it in a different way and think about what I absolutely need to do the hobby. And so I wanted to share that with you. And if you are interested in joining this 6-month no buying challenge, let me know down below. Leave your comment down below and let me know if you're going to join in on this. And I might do some sort of like check-in video in the halfway mark and then at the 6-month mark and see how we're going with it. That is it for this video. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe so you can follow me along. I will try to have a video for you guys again next week. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye.